I don't have food freedom. I have never in my life resonated with the word food freedom. I never wanted food freedom. I don't have food freedom. I have a relationship with food that allows me to eat the highest quality of foods that makes me feel like a freaking badass, where I can say no to foods that make me feel like crap without feeling deprived, without binging. And to me, that is real freedom. That is what I desire. I never wanted food freedom. I never wanted that. I wanted a life where I could enjoy my high quality foods, my nutritious meals that makes me feel so good. That's what I've always wanted. I didn't want to be eating ice cream and chocolate all the time. Now, don't get me wrong. I wanted to be able to, have some ice cream with Andrew if I was craving it one day. I wanted to be able to enjoy my dark chocolate with my dates and my almond butter without binging on it. Absolutely. I wanted to be able to just have the freedom of choice. That's what I truly wanted, freedom of choice. Freedom of choice to say no to certain foods that don't serve me and then say heck yes to foods that I actually wanted, that I was actually craving. To me, that is what real freedom actually looks like. I don't want food freedom. I don't even want that. Like, my clients don't even want that. Like, I don't want to just eat whatever the heck I want. Because I value my health. Like, I don't know about you, but I want to be 90 years old, still be walking around like feeling strong. I want to live a high quality life. I want to live a long life. I want longevity. I want a healthy brain. I want a healthy body. I want a healthy digestive system. I can never say that word correctly. I want a healthy digestive system. I want my hormones to be balanced. I want good gut health. I want to feel strong in my workouts. Like, there's nothing worse than like doing your workout and you're feeling like overly full and bloated and like eating foods that make you feel like crap. Like, I don't want to be tired. Like, I have clients to serve. I'm running like this $1 million business. Like, I need to be sharp. I need to be focused. I need to be the best for my clients. Well, I don't need to be. I desire that. I want that. I want to be the best. If I want all my clients working with me, I want to be the number one coach, which I am. It's like, I'm not going to be eating foods that make me feel like crap. Now, do not get this twisted. I love my dark chocolate. I'll go out for dinner. I'll do these things, obviously. But I also have discernment and freedom to say, no, thank you. And I do not feel 1 ounce of restriction because I am choosing that. It's not like, oh, I should probably say no. I don't want it. I don't crave processed foods. I don't crave crappy foods. I really don't. But I love that. Like, I don't want to be craving those foods. I want to crave nutritious meals. And I remember when I was on my journey, I would write down in my journal, like, I naturally crave nutritious foods. I eat foods that make me feel so good. And then when I want some chocolate, I enjoy it and just simply move on with my day. And like, that's my reality. I have freedom of choice. I don't have freedom with food. I have freedom of choice, not food freedom. I don't think anybody actually wants food freedom. Like, it's like this terminology that people use the online space, or coaches will use it. But none of my clients want food freedom. Like, none of my clients have ever said to me, Lorna, I just want to be able to eat whatever I want, whenever I want. It's like, no, what they actually want is to be able to have some chocolate with self-control and move on without guilt. What my clients and what you actually desire is to be able to go out for dinner without overthinking it, for an entire week. What you actually want is to be able to say no to a snack in the evening without feeling restricted. That is freedom of choice to say, yes, I want this. No, I don't. I've shared so many times on the podcast where, we'll go out and Andrew will get ice cream sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, there's not even an ounce in my body that it's like, I want that. A lot of the times I'm like, no, I don't actually. I would actually prefer an acai bowl with like granola and fresh fruits and coconut. Like that is so good. Like that's what I desire. And there's other times where I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to have some ice cream. But either way, there's no binge, there's no restriction, there's no overthinking. I'm in the driver's seat of my life. I'm in the driver's seat of my food choices. I am in charge. I have freedom of choice. Every single day when I'm cooking for Andrew, and myself, it's like I have freedom to be like, you know what? I want some pasta tonight. You know what? I want some artichokes tonight. You know what? Tonight I want some chicken wings. Like, it's so easy. Like, freedom. Like, to me, that's freedom. That is so freedom. Going to the farmer's market, buying these high quality foods, writing down on the grocery list, because Andrew and I alternate, God bless his soul. So it's like 1 week I'll go to the grocery store, farmer's market, and cook. And then the other week he will do all of that. And I'll like put on the list when he goes and I'm like, go buy artichokes. And I'm like so excited to eat my artichokes. I'm so excited to try these like new recipes of like nutritious, yummy, delicious things and, make snacks myself. Like I love like, I'm going to make ice cream myself, or I'm going to make these brownies myself, or I just made these blueberry muffins. Holy moly, they're so freaking good. And I'm like, I desire that. Like, I would rather have a muffin that I make at home than go to a store and buy one. Not because like, oh my gosh, I can't eat that. It's like, I don't want to feel like crap. And in fact, to be honest with you, half the time I like my stuff better. Like, I like my pancakes way better than going to a breakfast place and eating like processed pancakes. Like, I just feel like I'm eating like cardboard. Like, it's just not the same. So to me, I never wanted food freedom. I never wanted that. I do not want to eat whatever I want. I don't want to be able to just like, that does not even turn me on. It actually turns me off. There are so many foods that turn me off. I'm like, I would never eat that. No, thank you. I do not want these chicken fingers. Like, no, thank you. Give me some organic chicken. It's like, no, I actually don't want those foods. But the key here is that I've shifted my mindset. I do not feel restricted. It is out of pure desire. I want to eat like I'm a badass because I absolutely am. If you want to be able to function your best at your work, at your job, as a mom, as a partner, you don't want food freedom. You want a relationship with food that gives you freedom of choice. You want a relationship with food where you feel so empowered to wake up in the morning and decide whatever the heck you want to eat, and you trust yourself and you love yourself and you're like, oh, I can't wait for this yogurt bowl, or I can't wait for the waffles, or I can't wait for the eggs and avocado toast. It just feels easy. It feels effortless. It feels so good. Like, that's what you're actually craving. That's what you're actually desiring. You don't want to be able to wake up and be like, let me eat whatever I want, because you're going to feel bloated. You're going to feel lethargic. You're going to feel sluggish. Nobody wants to feel like that. My clients don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like that. You don't want to feel like that. So in my teachings, like, I'm not going to teach you how to have food freedom. Like, I don't even like that word. I help you have a healthy relationship with food where you feel so empowered, where you can actually have complete freedom of choice. So when you go to the restaurant, you can either order the salad if that's what you're craving, like that's what you're actually craving. You can say no to dessert if you genuinely don't want it. You can say yes to dessert if you genuinely want it. You can order the burger and the sweet potato fries if you genuinely want it. But there's no ounce of overthinking. There's trust. There's intuition. There's desire. There's, yes, this is what I want. There's trust. Like, yes, this is actually what I'm craving. And you feel so confident in your decisions. You can eat with confidence. You can eat with self-love. That's what I desire for my life. That's what I desire for you. That's what my clients desire. And to be honest with you, like, I first almost didn't heal my relationship with food because I was seeing on the internet, like, eat Pop-Tarts and eat like Oreos and drink Diet Coke. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. No, thank you. No, I actually don't want that. Maybe you're listening to this and you're like, I want that. That's fine. I don't want that. Like, I don't want to just eat whatever I want. I want to live a high quality life. I want to be able to show my son or my daughter, like, by the way, this is the month that Andrew and I are going to find out if we're having a little baby girl, a little baby boy, and I'm so excited. Oh my God, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Side note, I remember asking my doctor, I'm like, can we like expedite this process? I'm like, is there a blood test? And for some reason, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's like a states thing. I feel like some people can take a blood test and it can actually show, but I have to like wait until my anatomy scan. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. But this is the month we find out if we're going to have a little baby girl, baby boy. I'm so excited. But I can't wait to show little baby Costa like what a healthy relationship with food actually looks like. You know, I have conversations with Andrew all the time. Like, I'm not going to be feeding my little baby that I want to grow strong and healthy, like processed crappy foods, you know, like I want them to have like nourishing meals. Like, of course, yes, I have the birthday cake and let's go for ice cream and all the things. But at the same time, it's like you lead by example. Like, I want my daughter or my son to feel so strong. I want them to have so much energy. I want them to literally feel so good so we can like work out together. We can go on hikes. We can travel without being like, oh, my stomach hurts, or like I feel like crap, or like digestive issues. Like, no, I want them to feel so healthy and feel so strong and, you know, like have good mental health. Like, and what you eat impacts your mental health. Like, it's all related. So this is why I'm so passionate about what I do. Like, you know, like you might see some people on the internet. I was even having a conversation with my client and she's like, you know, like intuitive eating. And I'm like, I don't even like teach, like I teach intuitive eating, but not in the way that you think, like, you know, in the textbooks, or, you know, other people will say like intuitive eating, just like, you know, eat whatever you want, or like, you know, no rules. And yes, don't have rules, but there's boundaries. Like, you know, you're not going to be eating like cookies every single day for your snack and then like having dessert every single day and you feel like crap. Like, no, I don't want that for you. I am here to help you heal your relationship with food, but I want you to become the healthiest version of yourself in this process. And that's truly why a lot of people are attracted to me, because they're like, I care about my health. My health is such a high priority for me. It's so important for me to be healthy and strong, and I want to have energy in my workouts. Like, I want to feel my best. And that's what I'll help you do, alongside of healing your relationship with food and conquering binge eating. You freaking get to have it all. Screw the food freedom. Screw eat whatever you want. You're a freaking badass. You want to have these high quality foods that make you actually feel like a badass. So forget about food freedom. It's all about having freedom of choice.